Hello, everyone. My name's Hunter, and this is Forwritten Book Club. Today, I have with me Baylor
Hi.
and Lauren,
Hello.
and today we're going to be going over In Berlin by one Lauren George. It's part of the George verse.
It is.
But yeah, it is for sure. Lauren, do you want to start with our initial thoughts?
I'd like to hear other people's thoughts first, if that's okay.
Okay, Baylor, you want to go ahead, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I can go. It was really good. I liked it. I I really thought it was going to be kind of a Scooby Doo ending where it's like the girl was actually doing all the bad stuff all along. But I
Interesting.
I really thought in the beginning that it could be how it ended, But then
Mhm.
like the further I got into the story, it was just kind of like I was so convinced that there was like actually like something like some ghost or something crazy doing everything.
Interesting.
I also thought that. I did think that we were going to be doing Scooby Doo.
That she was gonna be she's gonna
Yeah,
turn out to be something else.
she was going to be the monster. That was definitely. I really liked that everyone else dies a supernatural death, and with the main character, it just ends with him like being caught up in the normal war.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was great. That was a great way to end it. This is definitely in my top three of the ones we've read so far. Maybe top three in the George verse, in general, because
Wow.
I do remember the three stories after this a little bit better than these ones that we've read so far.
Mhm.
I will say that I really love all of the allusions to Wizard of Oz, even the ones that are potentially just hallucinations of mine that aren't real.
Right.
I don't know how much of it actually was Wizard of Oz.
Talk of like the green building, I think that was definitely a big one.
Yeah.
What made you think of Wizard of Oz other than that?
What what's her name? How do you pronounce her name? It's like Ela?
Is it Ilsa? I
Ilsa.
think it's Ilsa, yeah.
Yeah, Ilsa. She's Dorothy, right?
Um, well, Hunter, I never thought about it like that.
She has a
She
dog.
she can be Dorothy to you.
I no,
She has a dog. She
I
has
was
to be
so
Dorothy.
Does that automatically mean it's Wizard of Oz?
I was so convinced this was. Oh my gosh, you're making me feel crazy.
No, you have the right to think that.
No, this had to be intentional. You had the three main cast members be the characters of Wizard of Oz, and you introduced a
Oh
young
my god,
female girl from
I
another
had no
place
idea.
with the dog. You're gaslighting me right now.
I'm not
You
sure I follow you, Hunter.
stop.
This is great.
What was the reasoning behind turning Toto into a Jack Russell Terrier?
Um, Clearly it was supposed to be the dog from Tintin, The Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a you problem that you
Oh my
thought
god.
that.
What I liked about this is that the George verse, and this was completely unintentional, because I did not orchestrate the like sequence of short stories in a way that was logical in any way. Like when I put them together, it was purely just alphabetical. And I like the fact that Dust is how we started and then ended with Wes
Mhm.
and Becca, which I think is the strongest story of the George verse. But I really liked how the first three that we read are very character heavy, and then this one is very plot heavy,
Mhm.
and then the ones after it are also very plot heavy.
Yeah.
So this is more of a transition to like this is more about like a story than it is like a dissection of an individual character, and
Sweet.
I enjoy that. I don't know if you did that intentionally or not.
I mean, when I was writing it, I knew that it was mostly like it was pretty concept heavy, and I
Yeah,
liked the idea of
of killing people.
yeah.
What was
Can
the
you guys
reason?
hear the semi truck that just drove by?
Oh no,
No,
Okay.
I'm outside, so I'm scared y'all are hearing like birds and stuff.
I'm
hearing.
always afraid you guys can hear like the traffic outside.
I'm afraid that I was afraid that the birds were also in my mind, much like the allusions to Wizard of Oz.
It's
Uh,
Toto.
and was the green witch, like the green ghost lady, that was also an allusion to Wizard of Oz, right?
Um, yes, Hunter.
Okay. Stop talking to me like I'm a child. And then the other one was like the owner of the Emerald Palace. That's Oz. That's the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, Hunter.
He's gonna pull his hair out.
Oh my god. What was the like inspiration for the Wizard of Oz stuff?
You know, what can I say? It's just a classic movie.
Well, what does it have to do with 1940s Germany?
What
Because it
doesn't it
came
have to
out
do?
yeah, what doesn't it have to do with anything?
Fair enough, I guess.
Why can't I make all these references to Wizard of Oz? Why can't
I
I?
I'm not saying you can. I was wondering if there was like
Why can't I, Hunter?
okay, calm down. Cool it. Is there a ghost in this call that's making us go crazy? Do you any further thoughts before we move on?
I've got some thoughts.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's hear it.
So I love how this is written, and it doesn't specifically say like it's like Nazi Germany. It's just like it like hints at it a little bit here and there. Like it doesn't just have like a title that says like like the date and like everything. It just says in Berlin. So if you were reading it like you were an alien, like you wouldn't know what was going on. But because everyone knows about Nazi Germany, it's like you don't have to like just explain
Yeah.
everything. But I was thinking, how crazy would this be if at the ending it was just like they're battling aliens and it's just like it's just
Well,
something crazy.
Yes,
you might be onto
completely
something.
crazy. I did really like that you take like such a realistic approach to the way Isla talks to them because she
Also,
doesn't. It's very it's very to the time period where Isla doesn't know anything about like what is actually going on and the wider scale
mhm,
of the war.
Hmm.
She just knows that people are coming into her town and her city and burning things down. And so she's like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, you guys think you're the good guys. You're killing my friends and family." It gives both sides of the conflict in a way that doesn't take either side's point of view, really. It's more of like a micro scale of things where people are just dealing with their daily lives. I like that. I thought that was
right.
nice. Did you have any further thoughts, Baylor, or was that it? The aliens.
But yeah, just that. Well, I was also thinking,
Okay.
you should have ended it with
Well,
unmasking her like in Scooby Doo, and then it is Dorothy,
Yeah.
and then Hunter wouldn't be going crazy right now.
well, she never actually says Nazi in this story, not once.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
always Germans. Interesting.
Interesting.
I, they also
yeah.
they don't say the
That's my
year.
thoughts exactly.
We're just we're just assuming that the year is 1940.
I never even realized I didn't put the year in that.
Yeah,
Dang. So
I
it could
read
be
it
about
and I
anything. It
understand
could
it,
be
and then
Wizard
I'm
of
just
Oz.
thinking, if I didn't know anything about this, like I could just be waiting for like a monster to come out, and
Yeah.
that would have been a good
To
twist
be
because it's
fair,
like, wow, they didn't say.
Wizard of Oz is timeless, so this could be any year.
Oh my gosh. Ilsa,
Wizard of Oz.
I think
That's another
Ilsa is
one.
actually Elphaba.
Is she supposed to be the witch?
So thank you for picking. I leave that up to the reader's interpretation, Hunter.
Where are the winged monkeys? Come on.
The winged monkeys. Um,
Who are they?
if you don't know, I'm not telling. If you have to ask, I'm
I
not
was
saying.
I was for sure so that the like voice on the radio was also a ghost. I was so convinced of that.
Really?
Yeah, no, I was waiting for that to be one of the twists, and then that didn't happen. I think that would have been cool.
Nope. It was a real dude.
It gets more and more
Sorry to
distorted as it
disappoint you.
goes along. So tell us, Lauren, because I need to know. How did you decide the order of death? Lauren? Oh my
Did
gosh.
she perish?
I, I think she's gone. Okay.
No.
It's up to me and you then, I guess. Um yeah, no, I think this was a really strong story. If I'm like comparing it to the others, like Electric Solo Pizza, I think those are good, but in a different way.
Oh yeah.
I think I think they're good because they're simple. And like
Hmm.
Electric Solo Pizza is good because it's simple. Dust is good because it's just such a such a deep dive into that guy's psyche. But this
Hmm.
is good because it's composed well, and I like that.
Yeah. This one's
And
fun.
it is yeah, it is a lot. I think of the ones we've read so far, this is the most like compelling read. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah. Well, I loved the other two. I loved the two that
Yeah,
you named. Dust was
yeah.
awesome. That's up my alley. And then I love the like
Electric Solo
I
Pizza.
just love Lifestyle Pizza. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good. So
I think but I think this was the most like easy to read in a way because
yeah.
the story just flowed well. Um, so have you ever heard of the movie? Oh, there goes Lauren. Have you ever heard of the movie Yellow Brick Road?
Oh, I know about the Yellow Brick Road, but I don't think I've seen the movie.
It's like a horror movie version of Wizard of Oz,
Oh, really? Is it like a
where
parody horror or like?
it's hard to say. It's it's
Yeah.
honestly hard to say. But the only like they go on they it's not even a yellow brick road. They just go on a road basically. And the idea is that a whole town full of people watched The Wizard of Oz and then walked into the wilderness and died. And this group of people start following the trail. And the only real connection beyond that to Wizard of Oz is that one character gets hung up like a scarecrow. And
That sounds
I
really
was
good.
thinking about that. It's not good. But I was thinking about that while reading it, just because of the illusions. But you're right; it is a lot like an episode of Scooby Doo, and I liked it. Do you have
Yeah.
anything in mind that you would change if you could?
No, I was really struggling to find something. I think it was pretty well rounded. I think it worked out good.
I I think the only thing I would change was I would make it so the guy on the radio was actually a ghost of some kind. Like I would have it be so the ghost of the lady is the one that's like killing them,
Hmm.
and then the ghost of the man is the one talking to them on the radio, and they were never going to get rescued the whole time. But I would keep pretty much everything else the same.
I thought it'd be cool to actually see them show up at the end and like
And-
discover all of them like this.
oh yeah, that would be funny. I like how Looney Tunes the ending is.
Yeah.
It's like it's ironic in a really funny way. It's just the um the fact that they were doing that whole time they're like waiting and getting killed by ghosts, and then all of a sudden the ending the main character at the very end gets taken out by Germans for no reason, like who are waiting in the
Yeah.
wings the whole time.
Oh, sorry. When I wrote Dibs, the way I did that ending is I kind of had it like a cycle repeating itself where I had Kyler and Zeke call dibs on the nurse. And I think
Mhm.
it'd be cool to do it where the people show up again and then the girl is there again and she's like starts the whole thing over again with them. I think that'd be
Oh,
a cool ending. I like how it was though.
like a loop.
Yeah, like because I feel like she was in on it. Or did she perish or was she in on it?
Yeah, she kills herself, I think, at the end.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that part.
I want to know what happened to the dog because it just like drops dead, I guess.
I know it's so weird.
Yeah. Oh, that was one thing that I wanted to talk about, and I guess this can be my final thought: is that a really cool bit of writing that Lauren does is she before killing off What was his name? What was the Tin Man's name? Do you remember off the top of your head? I think Kip
Oh,
was the Tin. But in the section before killing off Kip, she gives a lot of characterization to him, which allows us
mhm,
to become attached to him as a character. And then it gives
mhm,
you like a moment where you're like holding your breath. Like, I don't want
mhm.
him to die because he's the strong, silent, muscle, courageous type. He's the like golden boy of the group. And
Right.
she gives you all these details about him and this focus before killing him off so that you feel bad when he does die. And then she kills off what was his name? Heath? The scarecrow?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She kills him off last, and he's kind of like the heart of the group in a way. And so it leaves you just crippled. And I really like the death order because it really I think it adds to the story, the way she composes it.
Right.
But yeah,
No,
that was
I
my
like
final.
that. I have noticed that.
Yeah. Did you have any final thoughts, Baylor?
No, I think that covers.
Well, well, I guess it's just me now. Um, wait, what was that? What's going on? This will be this will be a special scary edition of Forwritten Book Club.
Yes.